What's up, everybody? Real John King here again, aka Rebel City Slim. Hey, I'm sitting here in my easy chair. I'm real comfortable, and I figured I'd do another story tonight. And this is another local story. It's about some people here locally that I met. Uh, Matter of fact, these people were actually instrumental in my development as a comedian and a musician, believe it or not. They all contributed to me going on to be able to make a living for many years doing comedy. And the first person that comes in mind is Phil Palumbo. I want to say rest in peace to Phil Palumbo, who I thought was an incredible and amazing musician. And Phil was also an all around nice guy. And the reason why I say these people are instrumental in my development, because this was when I met Phil, and I'll tell you about the other people in a minute here, but I met Phil in I think 1985. I had moved back to Akron for a brief time because I started doing comedy in Birmingham, Alabama in 1984. So I had been doing comedy for a year, maybe a year and a half. And I moved back to Akron in 1985 because my wife was pregnant with my youngest son, who was born in 1986 here in Akron. But Tangiers at the time used to host Phil Palumbo, and he had a gong style show, and it was like an open mic. It was for amateurs and people that were trying to hone their skill at whatever talent they had. And I remember me and my cousin Lionel Hamilton, and I gotta say rest in peace to my cousin Lionel Hamilton, who was a comedian. He has passed on too, man. Another one of my cousins was like my brother, man. Me and Lionel hung out a lot. Loved that dude to death, man. Missing, and missing. But me and Lionel would over to Tangiers and hang out with Phil Palumbo and his band. Peggy Cole was in that band. She was a singer and very, very nice lady, man. I'd like to give a shout out to Peggy, man, who was also a very nice lady and made us feel comfortable. Me and my cousin Lionel coming over there to hang out because I was just learning how to play harmonica at the time. I had been playing for a while. I take that back. I didn't just learn how, but I was still developing in trying to master the harmonica, which I never learned how to master it, but I got better. And thanks to hanging out there with Phil and them, it helped me to get better. But me and Lionel would go there and we would do comedy. We would try out jokes and develop jokes. And then after I would do comedy, then Phil would let me come up and jam with the band, man. I could play harmonica because they could play just about anything. And so we would do some blues numbers or whatever. And that was a ton of fun, man. But also, I met Stan Pyatt there because he used to hang out there too. And me and Stan ended up being really close, man. And he was the host of the amateur night over there at Hilarity's Comedy Club, which I would go to every chance I got and go there on amateur nights on Tuesdays, me and my cousin Lionel. And Stuart Warner was also a person that I met hanging out at Hilarity's and down at Tangiers. And I got to give a big shout out to Stuart Warner, man, because the first bio that I had for comedy, Stuart wrote it for me. Now, Stuart worked for the Akron Beacon Journal at the time, and I was trying to put together a nice professional bio, or what we call a press kit. And I knew that Stuart was a reporter for the newspaper, and I figured, man, this dude gotta be well versed in English and how to put, you know, the correct, uh, I guess, language or whatever. I knew he could. He was the person that I needed to put that together for me, man. So I asked him. I go, Stuart, look, I got like a little rough outline of some biographical material that I want to use for my comedy press kit. And if you could write it for me, man, I really appreciate it. And he did, man. Stuart wrote me out a nice bio, man, and I used that bio forever, man. I probably used that bio 3/4 of my damn career because the way he wrote it, man, was perfect. It didn't really need to be. It didn't need to be updated or anything for a number of years. And so I'm ever grateful for Stuart Warner, man, for doing that for me. And like I said, those people were instrumental, man, in helping me get my comedy act on the road, man, and go out here and be, successful at doing comedy and making a living. So I just wanted to make sure that I gave the people credit that should be due for helping me out along the way. So that's one of my local road stories from some friends of mine that I met along the way here in Akron. So thanks a lot, man. Talk to you later.